So traders, let's have a bit of this is going to be a technical analysis update on all the markets. Going to be looking at the indices, silver, gold. I also want to share with you two stocks that could potentially be bullish. That was like a bullish move in the overall in these particular stocks here that I want to share with you. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's get straight into it. First thing I want to start off with the good old Dow Jones. Again guys, this is just a technical analysis point of view, okay? I must make this very, very clear. I'm doing a market update for you right now, okay? I don't trade just because I say this is what the charts are saying right now. Doesn't mean I trade that, right? When I trade, again, very first thing in the description there, I give you access to a free trading course, and in that free trading course, I teach you my trading system. And I teach you all the details of my trading system, right? So when I'm actually trading the market, I trade based off rules, not just the market update, okay? So be smart, okay? Do not be just jumping in because you think it's a good idea. What you want to do is you want to have a setup and a process and a system, rules of you looking for really good high quality trades, okay? So with that being said, let's have a look at the good old Dow Jones. So the good old Dow Jones, what's actually happening here is we're actually at a bit of a do or die area right now on the Dow Jones. See, what's actually happened is we can see that, we can see how we've actually had this resistance point through here, right? And then we've actually broken down and now we've had this lower high and now we've had this lower high point and now we're just holding here now. So the really interesting point, we're at a bit of a do or die. What actually happens here now will give us a bit of a trajectory of what's likely to happen moving forward, right? So for starters, if we actually get a drop to the downside like that, then we're probably going to continue down from here to see another move on the downside. So that's the first scenario there. And then the second scenario is that we do hold here. We don't know what it is yet, okay? That's where like we need to wait to see what this is. Or the second scenario that I see here with the Dow Jones is we actually hold here, we start to rally, and we start to get back above there. Is that possible? Yeah, okay? Both sides are possible. And I know I'm going to get a little bumblebee in the chat box. So someone's going to say, so John, if it goes down, it's going to go down. If it goes up, it's going to go up. Got it. Yes, but yeah, that's right. Exactly right. All right. Long shot. Anyway, so if we get that, guess what? We're now getting back inside of this overall support level through here. Support level and support and resistance level all through here, right? So we're getting the breaking above that level. Now, if that happens, there could be a good possibility that we're now getting ready to have a move back up to the upside and possibly even a break to the upside like that. And this whole thing would be one big false breakout. So the market is at a bit of a do or die situation when it comes to this is the Dow Jones here, okay? And so, again, we need to be flexible on what both sides of the markets are telling us here. So looking at the S&P 500, the same sort of thing, right? The same sort of thing I'm noticing on the S&P 500. So we have this trend line coming down through here. Let's actually delete that for a minute. I want to bring up, so that's that trend line through there. That's the resistance line through there. So let's actually see if I can see anything. All right, so I'm just drawing some trend lines now. I'm just going crazy with some trend lines just to find a bit of a good level through there. That's not level through there. Again, I'm just trying to find the proper angle I would use. So possibly maybe even through there I would use, and then maybe something going on through there. Okay, so that'll be sort of the angles that I would use right now. And so what are we looking at right here? Okay, so we're looking at obviously the S&P 500 squeezing up. The same sort of thing that I'm noticing on the S&P 500, right? It's like, what is this all about? What is this squeezing up pattern going to produce? Because if we produce a move down, like I said on the Dow Jones, a move down, and we start to break past previous lows, then what can happen is, or what's probably likely to happen is we're probably going to get a breakout to the downside, and then we're going to move to the down. Then we're going to have a move to all-time new lows. But if for some reason the market is not going to do that, and we start to really hold here, and we start to break above these highs, okay, we start to break above this high here and this high here, right? We start to break above those highs. If the market does start to do this and we start to get a rally back out of this and we break into the upside like that, Well, that is going to be very, very bullish for the markets. And then we're possibly going to see a nice move back up like that out of the markets. And again, guys, again, on this is technical levels here. Okay, technical level, I can't speak it to you. I can't speak with you today, right? Technical level, technical analysis levels on the markets here, okay? And the key to technical analysis is not to be biased one way, but to go with the flow. That's technical analysis. Remember, trading, first thing in the description, I teach you all that with the trading course about how to read the charts and the trading system, okay? When I'm trading, this is technical analysis. I'm giving just an update on what could possibly happen. When I go to place a trade, I'm like, does this meet my rules, yes or no? Not because I think it's a good idea, okay? It's a really, really important to understand is do not be trade based off your thoughts or you think it's going to happen or you hope it's going to happen. No, this is what I'm looking for. I promise you, you'll be serving yourself so much better. So anyway, the breakout is probably, we could be getting for an up move through there. So, and the interesting thing is like these markets are doing this, but in the result of, let's go have a look at the Nasdaq, okay? So the Nasdaq is sort of doing the same sort of thing to the S&P, but the Nasdaq is being the one that's been the most bullish out of the whole lot. Maybe the Nasdaq's gonna lead us out of here, right? We have this low, or have this resistance here, and we had a support level through here. So we're starting to potentially build a bit of strength through here out of the Nasdaq. And so if we do start to get this sort of resistance point through here, and then we sort of hold through here, then we're possibly, we may get a break to the upside, and maybe that's just that's going to be it for the down move in the markets. Because we are starting to base out here a little bit through here, okay? We're being basically going really sideways, right? We had a little bit of move down. Like how much of move down did we have? Right, 30% move down, and then now we've been going sideways for what? Pretty much, what's that, 9 months? So 9 months we've been going 9 months we've been going sideways, and so therefore we're possibly going to start to see a big move, a move out of this level here when it comes to the Nasdaq. And see, that's where like all the indices are doing something. We're still getting slight bearishness in the Dow Jones and the S&P, but the Nasdaq is the one that's giving us a lot of bullishness out of there. And we could quite possibly see a move back to the upside from there. And let's go look at the Russell last but least. The Russell's the one that is the weakest one out of the whole lot. I do expect to see possibly a bit more downside out of the Russell. We're so close to this support level. So what's probably likely going to happen is we get some sort of flush down like this here out of that support level. That's probably going to be a false breakout, and then we get some sort of a pullback out of this level through here. So the Russell is the one that's actually having a lot of bearishness in the markets. Makes sense, guys? So before I get into the metals, guys, I'm actually doing something for the very first 5 people only. I'm actually going to be teaching you and coaching you and giving you access to my coaching program for free, and when you make a profit, I make a profit. Okay, so again, I'm going to teach you for free, but when you make a profit, I make a profit. Again, but it's only, application only. That second link in the description, or go to getjohnshelp.com. You can go over there, and there's a video over there explaining all the details about what I just said there. First 5 people, I coach you for free to my coaching program, and when you make a profit, I make a profit. So go over there and check it out. Go over there, guys, and check that out. So move over now through to the metals, and silver and gold are still powering up, right? Still powering up here with this overall gold move. Again, guys, gold has done a very big move, and it's still pretty far away from my 52 moving average, as you can see. So we're still pretty far away from it. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see just a little bit of a back and feeling sideways until we can start to get the moving average coming up. We are very, very close to these all-time new highs. And I'm a very big component with gold. And to me, gold is one of those markets that tends to have a big move prior to recession. So maybe that's the reason why gold is actually having a big move right now, because it's probably getting ready for that for the recession that's actually coming. Makes sense? So gold is, to me, again, because every time you notice, right, every time we get too far away from the moving average, right, when we start to get too far away from the moving averages through here, we start to get what? We start to end up getting a pullback to the moving average, or the market goes sideways and the moving average starts to catch up. Makes sense? So that's what's happening there with gold. Let's go have a look at silver as well. And silver is the one that's actually starting to really gain some strength here. Look at this here on the weekly chart with silver. Silver's been basically doing nothing, and we did have a lot of areas of support and resistance all through there. And look at that. Look what's happening now. Look what's happening. This is very, very, very powerful, guys, for silver, right? Look at this here. See that major higher low now? Major higher low in this market. You got this low point here, and you got this low point down here. What does that mean? That simply means that we could be getting ready for an extraordinary quality move coming to the upside real soon. Now, silver is really, really gaining a lot of strength through here. Look, see this through there. So it's come back down, and we've actually found support, and now we're picking back up again. So this is the first time that we've actually got a very, very strong bounce out of silver. So silver could be getting ready for an extraordinary quality move after this sort of. And you can see here, right, we've basically been doing nothing for the last 2.5 years. So when silver starts to break out, we could be getting ready for a really, really big move out of silver coming out of through there. Let's go have a look at the GDXJ. And the GDXJ, one thing I'm noticing for the GDXJ, this is one that I am personally invested in myself. And the one thing I'm noticing here with the GDXJ is the same thing here, right? Look at this on my charts here. We're starting to get this. See how we have this low point down the bottom here? So that's that low point down the bottom there, okay? And now we're starting to get this higher low through here. And we also have a lot of support and resistance levels all through, all through there. Man, I can't talk today. on the gold junior mining stocks, okay? So low, and we've got a higher low through here. But what does that actually mean, right? All through here, remember, what is an upward trend? When the market's talking to us, when an upward trend, we have what? We have a higher low breaking past. But look at this here. This is the very first time we're getting a higher low in the gold junior miner stocks. Potentially anyway. I say potentially because we need to see confirmation of breaking above this 45 level. If we start to get a breakout like that, then this is going to be massive head shoulder formation, possibly. Actually, no, scrap what I just said there. It's just going to be a higher low, and then away we go from there. And notice, due to the fact that we're so low through here now, as well, says to me that we're possibly going to be getting ready for a very, very big springboard breakout out of the gold junior miner stock. So this is something that I'm really, really excited about, guys. Looking at the gold junior miner stocks and what's going on there. Let's go have a look at the GDX as well too. And the GDX is doing something really similar. As you can see, we had this very sort of strong level of support and resistance. There's actually possibly more through there. That's the one that's sort of respecting now. So that through there, as you can see. But you can see what actually happened, right? We're coming back down. If I draw this trend line from there to there, possibly. So we have that resistance there. Now we've got this also resistance coming down through here as well. So that tells me, again, look what's happening right now. Okay, so this is the weekly chart here, guys. So big weekly chart, higher low now, and we're starting to pick up some strength. What does that actually mean? The buyers are starting to come back in now. So if I go back to my daily charts, if we start to break above this $32 level, then we're probably going to go for a nice move back up towards this top resistance up here on the GDX from there as well too. Let's go have a look at the SIL, silver mining stocks, and let's go to the weekly chart, and sort of the same thing as well too. We've got this sort of resistance line coming down through here. We are getting this higher low once again, a low, higher low. And I know this is quite simple, guys, but when the market starts to give us these strong higher lows in the market, when we haven't had any for a long time, it's showing that the buyers are starting to slowly come back in, okay? The market's telling us the buyers are starting to slowly come back into these markets. And so this is a nice good higher low through here. And if we do start to break above, again, if we start to get back above 35 from here, then we should be set sailing into a nice good bull market from there. And then also the SILJ, looking at that through there, we can also see on the SILJ that that's sort of resistance level. That's the main sort of support and resistance level through here. So once again, if this is a nice good higher low we're getting right now, we're getting a higher low, but we haven't got confirmation yet, right? What is confirmation? Confirmation is once we start to break above this level through here, once we get that, and we start to break out of this level through here, then we're possibly going to see the whole market start to see a nice big move to the upside. Make sense? So let's go have a look at those two stocks, guys, I was telling you about before, which is TSLA, Tesla, right? So if we have a look at Tesla, Tesla's one that actually had a very big, strong break to the downside, but now we had a big rally up, and now we're just getting this overall sideways movement through here, right? So you can see this overall sort of possibly, yeah, I'd have to say that 200, the recent one anyway, the recent one is that 220 level is definitely a lot of support. But look what's happening through here. Very, very, very interesting. We've got a very big, strong move up from here. Very strong move up, but now we're just going sideways through here, okay? Now we're just going overall sideways. So what's actually happening, and we're also getting a nice good, let's actually bring up the 52, okay? That's that resistance level there. This is the, again, Tesla here. So we're getting a nice good sort of strong 52 going sideways through here. So if Tesla starts to get back above, we start to, when's Tesla's earnings at the 19th of the 4th. Okay, so if we start to get back above this level through, if we start to do something like this and we start to get a break up and we start to get this moving average coming up through here, then there's a good possibility now, looking at this level, we're possibly going to go for a move. I would have to say back up towards this level up here. See, it seems like that's probably going to be the level through there. I'm looking at Tesla right now. On that through there. So that's the very first stock I'm looking at there, guys, or I'm watching for. Again, I'm not going, if it meets my rules, I'm going to trade it. If it meets my rules, I'm going to trade it. Again, first thing in the description, guys, I teach you my trading course for free, and I teach you the trading system for free. Or if you'd like to apply to get a free coaching for me where you make a profit, I make a profit, second link in the description there, or getjohnshelp.com. Second one off the list, guys, is McDonald's. McDonald's to me it's just been doing nothing for quite some time. So the good old Mackie D, again, this is not a trade for me right now, and I may not trade this, guys. So I'm not telling you to trade this. Okay, I still need to get all my rules in place. I still need to have all my rules in place, and I still need to have everything in line from where for where it's actually going to be a trade for me. Okay, but this actually looks like it could be a good bullish trade for me. I haven't got confirmation, so I'm not in yet, and I still need to wait for my rules to be set in place. But this is actually setting up quite nice for a nice good bullish move.